Nice to see you. Just, I think we were just a minute early. Let me get this arranged. Let's get so Eric, hope you had a nice day. I had a pretty good day. I spent it hanging out with a plumber. Man, I had a really nice plumber come over to my house. I had the broken faucet. Um, Water was just pouring out, and it did all last night. The plumber was supposed to come over last night. It didn't work out. Um, I stayed up later than I should have. I'm usually up 2:20-ish, somewhere around that time. And I stayed up waiting for the plumber till about 10 at night, and then I couldn't sleep. Weirdly, maybe because I broke out of my uh, normal pattern, or who knows. Um, so I was running on very little sleep. But the plumber came this morning and needed completely new faucet, which meant I'd either have to order it and they'd have to come back, or I don't have a car right now, which sucks. Most of the time, I don't mind. If I need to get somewhere, I'll walk somewhere, or Mocha is here, she can give me a ride. Um, or when Mocha is here, I should say. But man, so going out without a faucet in your kitchen sink would kind of suck. And I asked him, what do you think? And he said, we know you're in a bad position. Don't have a car. I understand what's going on. Here's what I'll do. I'll drive up to the store for you if you trust me, and I'll pick out a faucet, and then I'll come back and I'll install it. And he did. Just pretty awesome. Just went out of his way. Couldn't ask for a kinder plumber. Nightmare says, hey, bro, I can't stay. I'm real busy today, but I just wanted to stop by and say hi and drop a like. Hey, I appreciate that. I mentioned something similar in another chat, another live stream earlier. Little tiny acts of kindness. We focus so much on the meanness, the pettiness, especially, in live stream. If you do live streams, one of the number one conversations people talk about, trolls. How they come, they disrupt the chat, they do this and do that, which is all probably kind of true. But think about all the little things that happen. Little things that happen during the course of a chat. Nightmare stopping by says, super busy. Can't stay. But he wanted to stop by and say hi, show some support. That's real. That's the real stuff. It's the things that matter. Skit says, that's awesome. And hey, Nightmare. As Rob says, eat an onion at 10 likes. You know what? If I had an onion, I would not eat it. I would tape it to my toe. And this is true. I have people here. See? Skits. I was about to say, I have people here who will back me up on that. I didn't even get it out before Skits showed up and backed me up. Is Rob? No, his onions are for his feet. And I still don't have an onion. As Rob says, what about drink a bottle of ketchup? Well, I know I'm not gonna tape a bottle of ketchup anywhere on my body. That's for sure. Is Rob? Probably not. I'm saying probably not. I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna drink a bottle of ketchup. I don't even know if we have ketchup in the house. I don't use ketchup myself. There's something about ketchup which is off-putting to me. I'm a mustard guy. I'm not going to drink a bottle of mustard either, though. Let's see. As Rob says, it was a joke, man. Be safe. Oh, absolutely. That's why we were laughing. That's why we were laughing, Rob. I appreciate you coming in. Let's see. Angela, geography. I like that name. Hey, can you shout out the restaurant I work in LA? I need a raise. It's called is it really called that? What kind of food What kind of food do you serve? Says thank you. What's the special? What's the special for today? Funny, because they need a raise. Where do you think they're going to get that raise from? We got some funny people today. And I mean that truthfully. Some funny people. Every once in a while, probably more than every once in a while, fairly often, someone can actually get me. That's what you see. That's what Skit says. Angela, laughing, you almost got him. Almost. Had I not paused for a second and I sounded it out in my head. Let's see. Leonard says, oh, they're always comedians. Yeah, there are. Some are funnier than others. Rob's pretty funny. Angela. It was pretty funny too, actually. Says I got some old woman and she started yelling at everyone in stream and ended it. Got to be careful. Eyes wide open. Skits has been here. He's seen me fall for things like this before. It's okay. I don't mind whatever anybody brings us. You know what I mean? It's all in fun. I'll take people coming in like that all day long. Much better than, people being mean-spirited. You're just trying to get a laugh yourself or get a laugh out of the people here. Whatever. It's all cool. Hey, if I can't laugh at myself, and I certainly do, I get more amusement from me than I do anywhere else. That's for sure. Let's see. Skid says, Angela, it's beautiful to make people smile. It is, absolutely. And you know what? It's a great ego check. If I fell for that and then realized what I did and I took it seriously, it's just my ego getting in the way. It's only and always the ego that can be offended, never anything else. And if you relate solely to the ego, you got a life of pain and humiliation ahead of you, because something is always wanting to knock the ego down a peg or two. But if you're disinvested from it, if you realize that you are not the ego itself, the ego is in fact imaginary, how can I be offended by anything? Does that mean I'm emotionally bulletproof? Not yet. I'm working on it. Maybe I might be 6 more bald jokes away from being emotionally bulletproof. I might be 2 more Hawk 2 away from being emotionally bulletproof. I might be 1 more ice. I'm not going to say it, but I was close. Skid says, hi, Leonard. Squirrel Sniper says, greetings, good Eric. Squirrel Sniper, my friend, how are you? How's the rest of your day been? You should be winding down by now, right? Hi, Kathy. Appreciate you stopping in, Kathy. How are you? Runner Boy says, hey guys. Skit says Eric's favorite film, Hawk 2. Someone else told me they fell for that too, and I don't remember who it was. Was it Eric Lapointe? I think said he fell for it. Skit says, hi C. Peyton, hi Runner Boy. Man, I tell you what, even just being slightly disassociated from the ego, knowing that you are not solely the ego, how emotionally freeing it is. You just no longer take all that stuff serious. You're able to laugh at yourself. You're open. You're more expressive. You're willing to take chances, especially emotional chances. I'm more willing to be completely silly. I'm more willing to express myself in more meaningful ways without fear of being shut down. Kathy says, I think I'm going to shut down my YouTube. Leonard says, hey, Runner Boy. Kathy says, hey, Skits. And Skits says, why C. Peyton? We talked, Kathy and I were discussing this on another communication forum. And I think that's sad, Kathy. Sniper says, hey to Skits, Runner Boy, C. Peyton, and Leonard. Leonard says, are you sure, C. Peyton? Kathy, if you don't mind, if you want to share what you're thinking, we got some really supportive people here. I think maybe, as I mentioned, I've been through similar feelings. Pureblood says, hello from Virginia. Hello from Maryland, neighbor. What part of Virginia are you from? Leonard, let's see, Runner Boy says, when one journey ends, another begins. And Leonard says, there are so many cool people on YouTube, though. There are, absolutely. Hey, Leonard, speaking of cool people on YouTube, I keep missing your live streams. I apologize. I do want to make it as soon as I can. Dickel Schultz says, hey guys, can you tell me about that Law of Running book behind you? Yeah, it's an awesome book. Absolutely awesome book. It has training principles from racing a mile to racing 100 miles, from sprints to ultra running, most specifically Comrade Marathon in South Africa, which is, I believe, the longest held ultra in the world. And it's an awesome race. Back in my racing days, it was one of my dream races. And it just covers everything from nutrition, training, to strategy. It's a huge book. Not the type of book that you start on page one. It's one of those books you just keep diving in over and over and over again. I haven't raced since 2019, but I still just go through it just to glean something different, something that I might have missed. And amazingly, I've had that book for 15 years or so, and I go through it all the time, and I still find new things that, for whatever reason, escape me before. OVO says, what's up again? Hey, my friend, how are you? Thanks for coming back. Pureblood says, Martinsville? Not familiar with Martinsville. I'm in between DC and Baltimore, almost like right in the middle. Leonard says, Skit says, Kathy, I will support you more. Leonard says, there, I subscribe to you, C. Payton. Oh, Kathy has said, sorry, I missed that. Up ahead. I support other people, but they don't support me. Kathy says, thank you, Skits. And thank you, Leonard. Skits is saying hi to Dickie Pureblood OVO. I wonder if it's a case of, I think some people for sure maybe don't support. Others maybe a case of algorithms that they're missing some stuff. Hey, Kathy, whenever you have something new, you're always welcome to, and you know that, you can drop links here. You can talk about your channel. You can talk about the stuff that you want to do. And it says, we'll ask my mom to do the same. Thanks, Leonard. OVO says, how do you like the Tyler, the Creator, and Steve Lacy? Tyler, the Creator, I did listen to. Steve Lacy, I didn't. And I did like Tyler, the Creator. You know what? Let me back off on that. It was Little Peep from our friend Anti-Greek. That's what I listened to. I have not listened to Tyler, the Creator, and Steve Lacy yet. I apologize, but I will. I just put the I put a little asterisk in the book to make sure that I remember. So, speaking of Lil Peep, Life is Beautiful, a song recommended by Anti-Greek. You guys heard that? Man, I was surprised at how poignant. Thank you for reminding me, OVO. Dickie Schultz says, like how you use the word principles to describe training. I like that. I think that is the key to success. It is. You know, up ahead, you'll see our friend Runner Boy. He's got one of the most detailed training plans. Nothing he does is by accident or happenstance, to use an old-fashioned word that I really like. And that's what I like about principles. You can arrange your workouts however you want, but are you following sound training principles? Regardless, are you trying to get strong? Are you trying to get faster? Are you trying to gain more endurance? There are principles that have been in place forever. Within the perimeters of those principles, be as creative as you can be, but obey the principles themselves. Let's see, Dickie says, hey to Skits and a squirrel. Hey, William, how are you? How's your day been? Hey, William, how are you fixed for nut butter, my friend? Olivia says, that's all right. I do like getting to artists and songs that have been suggested. Sometimes it takes me a bit longer to get there than I would like, but I will get there. Skit says, what? No way you've been listening to Lil Peep. I have. Why does that seem so surprising? Do I not look hip? Do I not look young and cool? Don't let this bald, glasses, gray beard fool you, man. I got the heart of a young hipster inside. Hey, Skits, you heard me say whoop whoop. What more can I do to prove it? You know, was it Ash or Aspen actually clipped that and made a clip, and it's posted. I think he can find it somewhere. Skit's got me to say it. I think like 3 times. Hey, Stuart, how are you? I caught one of Stuart's live streams today, but I missed your last one. I apologize. Linda says, well, Mom saw the dolls. She's hooked and subbed. Nice. That's what we need to do to get the ball rolling. Skit says, hi to Stuart. Runner Boy says, I'm brushing my teeth right now. The question is, are you using the electric or the regular? Stuart says, Yogi, can you do me a favor? Please, can you have Bob sit here for an hour for his trolling behavior, please? You know, Bob does listen to the 5 a.m. And the 5 a.m. is probably the most in-depth spiritual talk that I give. It is centered on nothing but meditation and breath work and yoga and A Course in Miracles. So, man, I think we need Bob to show up at 5 a.m. and sit in. Stuart says slow skits. Rowan says slow to Squirrel Sniper. Add a nut butter. I thought you would have replenished today. You gonna make some, or you gonna pick some up? Then it says I need to lose weight. Lost 18 so far. Burpees are hard, man. Burpees are hard. Absolutely. They're so worthwhile. All you need is the floor. Kathy says, I love my dolls, Leonard. Hey, Kathy, have you ever had a spooky incident, even for you, too spooky for you, with your dolls? I know we've talked about, you've mentioned that you have had situations, but I've never asked you if you had those types of situations with your doll. Your dolls. Have you ever been in a situation where it's just too much on the edge and you need to step back? Runner Boy says, Yogi, listen to Matt Corby. All right. It's in the big book of things I need to do. Matt Corby, is it Matt Corby Brother? Or is it Matt Corby and Brother is the favorite song? Let's see. Skits is laughing. Said that made me laugh. I don't know if there's too many people. Probably you and Flower might be the only 2 people in the world that could get me to say whoop whoop. Runner Boy said regular. Then it says right on Kathy. Mom is older but loves sewing. I might have to buy a few for her. She really enjoyed looking at yours. Rose says no money. Going to wait a bit. Hey, William. Do you ever order nut butter on Amazon? How about if I send some your way? Kathy says I have one that giggles. One boy says Matt Corbett, the song is called Brother. Gotcha. Then it says, wait, what? Possess? Not possess. They're like mediums, right, Kathy? Kathy says they are pretty well behaved. They're mostly children spirits. One boy says, what is nut butter? Pistachio, almond, cashew. I guess technically peanut butter is actually a legume butter. It doesn't sound as good, does it? Who wants to eat a legume butter? Well, it says, I appreciate the offer. I need to exercise restraint and discipline again, but thank you. You can exercise restraint and discipline and still accept a gift from a friend. Just a thought. And it would be a gift, and it would be my pleasure. You have, I consider you a good friend. I enjoy your company here. I enjoy the chats that we've had. Just a way of, token of friendship. Early Christmas present. Late birthday present. If you send me a message on Facebook saying trick or treat, we could consider it a Halloween present. Kathy says, what I was trying to say about the picture on my channel is a young man's headstone in wood that was unalived in the 1800s in Cimarron, New Mexico. So guys, as you can see, Kathy's got a lot of interesting stuff. Kathy, I wonder if like posting on a regular schedule, that maybe the algorithms would pick things up and reach more people. What do you think? Give me a second, guys. My desktop just froze. There we go. Because I wonder how much is it of support and people just, missing the things that you've put out. Wonderboy says you can get it on Amazon. You can get anything on Amazon. William says your kindness is plentiful a gift. Thank you, though. All right. Know that it's a long-standing offer. Whenever. Skid says, Rosie Payton, that is an interesting story. Man, Kathy has all kinds of great stories about this stuff. Hey, Kathy, what about more live streams? Wonderboy says, my flexibility is definitely going to take a hit from this back thing. Doing some light stretching now. Yeah, the thing with flexibility, it comes back quick. And it will definitely be helpful for your back. How's it feeling overall? Leonard says, well, historical facts. Hey, she put out some great shorts talking about asylums. One recently, what was it, Kathy, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Skid says, I love Halloween. It's my favorite time of the year. I love all things spooky. I don't know why, but I like being scared. Did lots of people do. Man, Milka and my stepdaughter, they love Halloween. What do I say? Let's try and post on the same days. I'm probably overkill. I do 3 shorts, I do 3 live streams, and I do 1 to 2 just talking videos. But because I don't do anything overly interesting, and I don't have any editorial skills, I'm just a guy sitting in front of a camera talking about weird stuff. So I figure to make up for my lack of actual talent, I will be consistent. Well, it says, I want to figure out this meditation thing. Apparently, you can benefit the same as taking ayahuasca. More so. More so. You will get deep insights using any plant medicine. However, it's hard to interpret it sometimes yourself. And now, if you have a trained psychotherapist, trained, I mean, not just in psychotherapy, but in plant medicine as well. Let's call it a modern shaman. Or you have an actual shaman who's going to administer it. They can help you with the insights that you've gleaned. But it's as Huxley said, it'll take you through the doors of perception. But it's the same door each time. What you eventually want to do, and you do it through meditation, you can do it through breath work, like holotropic breath work. You go through a different door, a deeper door. You find, in Zen, they call it the gateless gate. William Blake says, if the doors of perception were cleansed, paraphrasing, we would see everything as it really is, infinite. So, William, you won't take my gift of nut butter. Understandable. How about you accept the gift of, I'll teach you meditation. I'll teach you primordial sound mantra meditation. Let's see. Kathy says, back in those days in New Mexico, it was a wild place to live. I bet. When did New Mexico become a state? Boy says, I can't buy seeds on Amazon. You aren't allowed to buy seeds in the UK. Why is that? Everyone should be allowed to buy seeds. No one should have a copyright on seeds. Kathy says, I don't know, maybe. Skit says, see Peyton and adding small descriptions to your videos with a couple of hashtags to reach more followers. Maybe a good idea too. Thank you for that, Skits. Kathy says, Skits. Okay, Skits, I will try. Hey, Kathy, if you want, feel free, when you're going to put a video out, feel free to tag me. So in the video, so I see it and I can be there and I'll share it out. I agree, Kathy. One of the things you were saying, you know, that you support a lot of people, but you don't feel that it's reciprocal. Unfortunately, that's the case a lot of times. However, if you have just a few of the right people, so now we got Skits, we got Leonard. One says, yeah, better did front squat today, but I think I'm going to feel it most on benching with the arching. Yeah, understand. Poor man says, what's up, people? Man, great session. Your first live stream and you killed it. Kathy says, I could do live streams, but my problem is I get shy and can't think of anything to say. I wish I knew how to do a joint panel, Kathy. I don't, I know very little parapsychology, but I'm curious about everything. So I would go live with you and just ask questions and be there for support. Martine, my friend, how are you? Nice to see you. Sorry, I'm a bit behind in the chat. Orman says, Skits, what's up, man? Let's see. Skit says, poor man, I'm Raw Brother. How's it going? Hey, poor man did a live stream workout today. Skit says, hi, my food addiction. William says, finding a shaman would be neat, but I feel meditation will be something I can practice forever. Be fed a fish or learn to swim. Absolutely. I agree. And it doesn't discount that, who knows, life's an adventure. We never know what's going to happen. So you may indeed uh, be presented with an opportunity to try ayahuasca or some other plant medicine in the right situation, right circumstances. But one doesn't negate the other. I know, plant medicine led Ram Dass, one, to get fired from Harvard, and then to India. He gave his guru asked for the mind medicine, meaning LSD. And of course, Richard Alpert always had it with him. And he gave like 4 or 5 tabs of extremely potent, strong to his guru. And his guru started acting all like mad and crazy. And Ram Dass was thinking, oh man, I broke the guru. And then the guru stopped and looked at him and smiled. Said, I'm just joking. No effect. No effect that he could tell. Wonderboy says, don't know. I think you can't ship them from UK. From those sites, you have to go to a shop. A bit annoying. I was trying to find poppy seeds. Poor man says, going good skits. Just got done with Leo's live. Max push-ups and deck of cards with a shoulder press. Man, that's a brutal combination. Shoulder presses, burpees, any kind of push-up. As you were saying earlier, poor man, about the front delts getting pounded. Kathy said, sorry, I had a call. Martine says, oops, I'm sorry. Sheena, my mistake, says, how's your toe? It is marginally better. Well, the good news is, last night when I was going to bed, my whole foot was becoming inflamed and puffing up. And I'm thinking, well, that's not good. The infection is obviously spreading. But the tea tree oil, as well as Epsom salt, seems to have done the trick. The toe is still messed up, but the overall foot itself is better. I'm walking a bit easier. Sheena, thank you for asking. I appreciate that. I've yet to tape an onion to my toe. Even when my toe gets better, I might go ahead and tape an onion anyway, just because I've been talking so much about it. And because I feel like if I don't, I'm going to let our friend Skits down. I think he's pinned a lot of hope on me taping an onion to my toe. Last thing, I like Skits, man. He's a good friend. The last thing I ever want to do is let a friend down. So even when my foot is better and I finally get an onion, I'm going to go ahead and tape it to my toe. Wonderboy says, was also trying to get wildflower seeds. That would be nice. Skit says, nice. Poor man. William says, try gardening centers. Let's see. Leonard says, would planking help lose weight? No. It's well, I don't want to say no, like blankly, but it's a static exercise, so you burn minimal calories. However, it will help build a strong core, which will allow you to work out harder, which in turn will help you lose weight. Does that make sense? Think of everything as being interconnected. You do a core exercise that might not have an effect overall on burning calories, but it produces a stronger core. Stronger core allows you to walk farther, lift more, do more burpees. So it all benefits. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Calorie restriction and walking. Two best things you can do to lose weight. Now, there's lots of things you can add to that walk. You can get heavy hands. I love heavy hands. Heavy hands are um, designed specifically to be held in the hands, not like regular dumbbells. And you don't just carry them. Too often you see people carrying the dumbbells. You have your arm at a 90-degree angle, and you're literally pumping your arms up, getting rid of a backswing. You burn a tremendous amount of calories. Let's see. Sheena says, awesome. Again, I appreciate you asking. And speaking of walking, guys, make sure that you join and watch Sheena, My Food Addiction, on her 30-minute walks. For one, it's good company. Wonderful, inspiring talks when she walks. She shares a bit of her story, where she's going, what she hopes. Lovely view as well. And you get to be part of her story. You get to give her some encouragement, some inspiration. She's rebuilding herself, rebuilding her life. So I hope you guys are connected with her. I was really happy to make her live stream today. Sniper says, Roy Hart, that's the way I feel. Emerson, and not just immersion, and not just touch upon. Then it says, thanks, William. I'm trying. Let's see. Sheena says, I'm taking a break from painting. Well, you've done your kitchen, right? Poor man says, thanks, Yogi. Glad you got it in on it. Did some shoulder work, but I forgot to add one movement. What do you forget to add? William is laughing Yogi. I take it you are laughing at me taping an onion to my toe for no need whatsoever. Let's see, Sheena says, oh no. Poor man says, tried with 40-pound dumbbells, had to drop down to 25. Glad your toe is better. Could have been a bad deal. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I was afraid I'd have to find my way over to an emergency room. We'll see how it is tomorrow. I still might need to go to a doctor, but at least I don't know if it would be an emergency room. Rachel says, hey, Fernandan, now you got my attention. The things we do on live streams to capture an audience. You know what? If it takes taping an onion to various body parts, let's why leave it at an onion. You guys name a vegetable on a body part, and we'll see what we can do. Instead of Jesse Yogi doing burpees, it could be Jesse Yogi taping things to his body in his basement. I'm open to suggestions. Kathy says, oh my God, I don't remember. I know Old Town was inhabited by Spanish 300 years ago. Yeah, it's an old territory, but I think it's still a relatively new state. Maybe a little over 100 years. Sniper says, when I was working in the TV industry many moons ago, a guy asked to transfer some old footage of Woodstock from Super 8 into VHS cassettes. He paid me a sheet of acid, the picture of Laughing Buddha. Wow. What do you do with a whole sheet? Speaking of, take my herbal sleep supplement. Skit says, Affin, we want a photo of the onion taped to your toe on your community page. Someone get this man an onion. I do need an onion. I do got to place an order. I need to get some walnuts. I'm almost out. As well as ginger and turmeric tea. Preferably Paul Newman. So what I need to do is tape the entire onion. I know you're supposed to peel it and put a slice because it absorbs the toxins in your body. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to tape the entire onion to my toe. Let's see. Sheena says, I'm starting to enjoy walking. You know what? In my last 2 years of ultra running, I switched to ultra walking. I still would run during training, but for entire races, as a matter of fact, my last 50K ended up being more than 50K. It was actually 36 miles, and I walked it in about 7 hours and 14 minutes, I think was my time, which isn't a bad walking pace. Walking will take you all the way, fitness and health-wise. Weight loss, if you add in the hand weights, and again, not just dumbbells, they got to be with the handle so that you're not over gripping, and you got to do it right. You don't just carry it. You're literally pumping your arms. You got your strength training as well. I'm looking forward on going on more walks with you, Sheena. Poor man says, remember mixing some shrooms with liquid and watching a perfect circle videos with my buddy. It was insane. Man, I wish I could talk more about all of my experiences, and there are many and varied. I spent much of the 80s following the Grateful Dead. That was my shamanic tribe. There's an onion in those potatoes. Man, I wish. I really needed an onion yesterday. See, Sheena says, thank you, Eric. I need the motivation. And you know what? In return, you receiving motivation, and then you give it. It's such a beautiful act, such a beautiful circular act of giving and receiving and receiving and giving. Yeah, I definitely want to keep sharing you out. Rose says, Lucky Squirrel Sniper, never presented the opportunity to participate. Well, hopefully, in some places in the States, it's going to be more and more legalized, at least under proper situations. Hey, Milka. I was just talking about you. Grace Shark says, broccoli on your head, broccoli earrings, broccoli on my nose, a broccoli toupee. Now you see that? One little thing from Glacier Shark. And the inspiration's kicking in. Poor man says, have you heard of Mad Honey? I haven't heard of Mad Honey. Roy says, know the brain drug and guru story? You are behind a bit. Hey, be confident. I am behind. Imagine that. Normally, I'm like right on top of things, guys. Hey, be confident. Sorry I missed you. Sheena says, I appreciate you so much. Hey, one of the things we talk quite a bit about is community. And I just love expanding that community. Kathy says I use tree tree oil a lot. I was surprised at how quickly the things began to change just with the Epsom salt and the tea tree oil. Be Confident says, hi. Hello, my friend. Again, I apologize for not seeing you earlier. Leonard says, I like it. Started working out because of your channel. Nice. That's awesome to hear. Poor man says, the lateral raise, I don't know what it's called. Man, you doing 40-pound lateral raises? Boy says, no, the brain drug and guru story, you are behind a bit. Yeah, I am. What did I miss, William? Oh, okay, gotcha. With the laughter. Be Confident says, how are you? Was your Sunday, guys? The weather was beautiful. We had a break. It was cloudy, but we had a break from the rain when I was walking. Overall, my Sunday was pretty good. I hung out with a plumber most of the day. William says, a leak to your elbow. I like that thought. Now we're thinking outside of the box. Glacier Shark says, hi, Sheena. I will look up your new channel and subscribe. Thank you, Glacier. Give me 1 second. Skit says, a turn up on your knee. Turn up on your knee. I could do that. Of course, I turn up. For some reason, I immediately start thinking beats. And I can't start thinking beats without thinking of Tom Robbins' The Jitterbug Perfume. Maybe one of the greatest books ever written. I got a tattoo in its honor somewhere. Be Confident says, a lot of new people here. Yeah, a few. A lot of them have been around for a while. We got Master Sergeant, retired Mocha here, saying a banjo on your knee. Actually, Mocha had me thinking of banjos earlier today because she posted a video of Roy Clark. I don't know if you guys know who Roy Clark is. He was amazing, amazing guitar player. He was sort of he was a host of Hee Haw. He was sort of taken a bit of a joke, but he shouldn't have been because he was a serious talent. Be Confident says, okay, let me get work on dropping links. Well, thank you, Confident. Warren Staffen says, hey, Mocha. Warren says, Confident says, and subscribing. Whoa. Mocha. Thank you for that. Mocha must really want me to buy vegetables to tape to body parts. Let's see. Sniper says, went to Glastonbury that year. I made a lot of new friends. I bet you did. Mocha says, hey to William. Skit says, hi to Mocha. Confident says, subscribe to you, Leo. Did I miss Leo? All right. I will catch up. Boy says, how are your classes studying going? And congratulations on the Dean's List. That's right. I was bragging about Mocha. Confident drops the link for Sheena. Thank you for that. Says the subscribe done. Hey, guys. it's hard to find a better friend and a bigger supporter than Be Confident. Um, very much just want to let people know how much I appreciate him. And I see him now participating on some of our friends' live streams, doing the same thing, just helping people out. It's just awesome to see. Poor man says, I got a Live Dead DVD. If you're in the crowd, I'm the long-haired guy. You'll notice. You'll find me. Just look for the guy with a really long hair and a really big beard and dancing really crazily. There was people with quite a few shows, people with cameras. If you went around YouTube, especially East Coast shows during the 80s, you would probably somewhere see me. Be Confident says $50. Let's see. Dusty, my friend, how are you? Dusty says, hello, friends, and wow, amazing donation. Well, you know, Mocha and I go way back. Be Confident says, hey, Mocha, I didn't know you were here. Daisy says, or Dusty says, good to see you all again today. It's good to see you, Dusty. Grumpy Sapper subbed. Nice. I didn't see you come in. I apologize, guys, for being such a lapsed. Is lapsed the right word I'm searching for here? Let's see. Sheena says, Grumpy, visited your house. Dusty says, good to see you all again today. I think I said that. It's good to see you. Be Confident says, I have no tattoos, but I have a question. Should I get one? It's a good question. You know, I think people who get tattoos, I don't think you ever have to ask, should I get one? If you're meant to get a tattoo, you know, and you just go out and do it. So think about it. If an inspiration comes to you, you'll know, and you'll go out and do it. I took Mocha for her very first tattoo, and now she has out tattooed me by far. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest with you. I need to get back in the game. Grumpy says, Leonard, sub back. Kathy says, sub to Grumpy. And much, much appreciation to Mocha for everything. For absolutely everything. Confidence says, holy Mocha, a mag donation. Let's see. Kathy says, slow to Be Confident. Well, you know, Mocha knows that I need coffee, that I need produce. So then it says, my change is boring. My channel is Boring Grumpy. It's about racing bicycles. Thank you very much. Hey, nothing boring about racing bicycles, Leonard. Hey, I'll be honest with you. Nature videos and me looking in the camera and talking. How boring is that? Skid says, Mocha. Boy is laughing, said, agreed, Mocha. So as mentioned, you know, It's a wonderful donation. Mocha and I go way, 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 way back. Let's see. Poor man says, could you wear a dead tie-dye and a wig for Halloween, Yogi? Huh. I'd have to find a wig. It would have to be a wig that, if I did my Grateful Dead dance, wouldn't fly off of my head. Nothing more embarrassing than a Grateful Dead wig incident. All of a sudden, everyone knows now you're just a pretender. And it says, you just subscribed me. Be Confident says, Yogi, just you wait. I have a big donation set up for you when I can get it set up. Well, that's much appreciated. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I feel like I get a big donation every time you guys hang out. Much appreciated. Dusty says, wonderful. Confidence says, that's a very generous Mocha. Kathy says, hi to Mocha. Confidence says, and Mocha, it was very funny yesterday because I was talking about my sister named Mocha. I mentioned that to her yesterday. Thunder says, thank you to Sheena. That's up to you. Love food. Poor man says, should rock a dead tie-dye next stream. I got to dig through my old stuff and see what I still have left and how many holes they actually have in it. This is a good idea, poor man. Grumpy says, Kathy sub, man, I love seeing the connection, guys. Let's see. Mocha says, no offense, but it's hard to believe your sister's name is Mocha. I searched the interwebs for my name, and no humans come up. She searched for a long time, too. I mentioned that in the live stream, that you had never known another Mocha. Not spelled that way. Leonard says, sub poor man. Dusty says, yeah, if you want a tattoo, get one. They can mean as much as you want them to, or just something fun to add to your body. I have 2 tattoos. One is of my Gemini, as I lost my actual twin early in life. I'm sorry to hear that, Dusty. That's sad. Mocha's a twin. Kathy says, thanks, Grumpy. Sheena says, poor man visited your house. Burpee Reaper, he's here. Kathy says, do you ever use StreamYard, Eric? I don't, Kathy. I've thought about it. Poor man says, leave a comment. I'll sub back. Grumpy says, I write songs in my channel. I need to spend some more time on your channel. I had your song up that you asked, told me to take a look at. Thank you. Was the song? It's actually still up. I'll listen to it before I go to bed. Let's see. Be Confident says, Mocha, I know, but my mom was very crazy. Be Confident says, when did you and Mocha meet, Yogi? If you don't mind me asking. 2002. She walked into the store that I was managing. And I talked her out of buying a whole bunch of stuff and sent her to the bookstore instead. And eventually got around to asking her out. Eventually getting around to marrying her. And we've had a lot of adventures together. Mocha says, but I still find it hard to believe. We got a Raiders. Let's go. The only person online, on stream, on video I've ever yelled for. Hey, have they played today yet? And who are they playing? Reaper says, we got this, Eric. Let's go. The Confidence says, I've subscribed to Yamoka. Then it says, Psyche weight bar training. Very Viking-like, poor man. I was impressed with the tree limb pull-ups. Let's see, poor man says, Sub Leonard, what up, Reaper? Reaper saying hi to everyone. Hey, you, is tomorrow you've already started the job, right? Or is tomorrow the official day? Then it says I'm a racer and Finn American. Let's see. Sheena says lots of love in here. Yeah, there is. I get pretty lucky. Reaper says, Rounded Boy negative. Poor man says, good training today, Reaper. Hey, Adam, how are you, my friend? Rounded Boy says, Yogi had Riz back in the day. I probably did, but first you have to explain to me what Riz is. Oh, wait, Riz. I do know this. Charisma. Am I right? Dusty says, I wish I could know him better as an adult. I wonder who he would be today. It's interesting to think about, Dusty. But you know, my thoughts that you carry him in your heart always, and that I think you could actually visualize who he would be. And I think, you know, we know quantum physics, the many worlds is different than multiple worlds. Many worlds are when things are infinitely split. When something big happens, it is split in different directions. And yet it's all one reality. It's not different reality. It's different aspects of one reality. Meaning that there are worlds existing right now, worlds within worlds, where your Gemini, your twin, is alive, living a happy, fulfilled life, just as real as any other world. It's not an alternative world. It's this world in a different aspect of this reality. And I think in our hearts, we can tap into that and we can know what's occurring. And I think when you think of if you think of your Gemini and you find yourself smiling sometimes, I think you know there's a happy life going on. And also, if you find yourself like randomly thinking, who's to say that he's not thinking of you in that very moment, in that other lifespan that is happening right now? And remember, just because we are not witness to it doesn't mean that it's not existing right now in this moment, coinciding with the world that we have right now, meaning at the very same time. It's a very thin veil. Dusty says, be right back. Mom calling. Be Confident says, Milk, are you a twin? She is a twin. She's an identical twin. Let's see. Sheena says, hello, Burpee. Visited your house. Dusty says, oh, nice. Milk, a twin too. That's so cool. I definitely feel like I am missing something, having lost him. Rest in peace, Ethan. Rest in peace to you, brother. Kathy says it's pretty easy to use. I keep hearing back and forth. Confidence says, Rounded Boy is just a troublemaker, and I'm here for it. Rounded Boy is a troublemaker. in the best possible way. Yogi will never need that's what you think. I have ways of sensing things, Runner Boy. Let's see. Confidence says, no one named, I know someone named Candy. She goes to my church. Nice. Hashtag Raiders. Reaper says, Running Boy is. Yeah, he is. Bennett says, roofer by trade. It's tough on the knees, isn't it? Got to finance this racing thing somehow. So we know where your passion is, Leonard. Passion is in the racing, right? Hey, Kathy, let me think about it. But you know what? If I do get it, I'd love to do a panel with you and basically just be there to support you, asking questions to help you keep talking of the thing that you're passionate about. Confidence says 2002. Okay. There is, man, it's hard to imagine a thing that Mook and I have not been through together. From dating to marriage, to the end of the marriage, to the beginning of something else, to loss of loved ones, to setbacks, racing with each other, exploring all kinds of new things, and just being there when we needed someone to be there. Confidence says, Runner Boy, I prefer the term charisma. Riz does sound kind of nasty, doesn't it? Let's see. Runner Boy says, Yogi skipped over practical joke. Be confident. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it. I got to find a way to be more in tune. Be confident says, dimension is time. Then the fifth dimension is a direction at a right angle to the fourth. Interesting. Be confident says, Yogi, do you believe in parallel universes? I do. I do. Sort of. I believe in universe. In universes within the universe within the universe. That they're just versions of a version of a version. Sheena says, it's always so nice in here. We try. Be confident says, hey, Yogi, I have to go. Thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated. Thanks for dropping the links and all the subs, Confident. Hey, Asia. Asia says, howdy, y'all. Leonard says, Schrodinger's cat all over again. It's all about the observer. It is all about the observer. And you just summed up not just quantum physics, you summed up spirituality as well. Who we are by essence. Awareness, pure, uncompromised, unconditional awareness. Awareness is just another way of saying love. Asia says hi to food. Kathy said that would be great. Kathy, I may need your help in setting it up. Let me think about it this week. Look into it. I think I have an account, but I never downloaded it. But hey, Kathy, I'm definitely here to help any way that I can. Poor man says, Leonard, what's that toy you got posted? The one that goes boom? Leonard says, we have many older Western stuff considered obsolete, all clean. Nice. Confidence says something came up. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Wendy's popping in just to say hello. Much appreciated, my friend. Sheena says, hello, Wendy. Kathy says, okay, cool. It would be fun. I'm looking forward to doing that. Sometimes I think it pays not to know too much about it, because then you can just be curious and you can ask all kinds of questions, and it gives you so much to talk about. So, all right, guys, I think it is just about time. I'm going to shut things down here too. Before I go, I read this morning, and I read it again this afternoon. I'm going to read it one more time, because I think it pertains to some of the things that we were talking about. Hey, Dusty, are you still here? No, you said you had to go. Don't know if you said you were coming back or not. Poor Man says, have a good evening. Thanks, Yogi. Thank you, Poor Man. Sheena says, have a beautiful night. You too, my friend. So let me read this real quick for anyone who's still here. For anyone who thinks of worlds within worlds, of being able to touch other aspects of reality, consider what Samuel Taylor Coleridge, wonderful poet, had to say about this. What if you slept? And what if in your sleep you dreamed? And what if in your dreams you went to heaven? And there you plucked a strange and beautiful flower? And what if, when you awoke, you had that flower in your hand? Ah, what then? Some important things to consider with that, real quick, before we say goodnight. That, what if? What if when you dreamed of a loved one, you were actually in the presence of a loved one? What if when you think of a loved one, you are actually in the presence of a loved one? Here we know from quantum physics, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. I am literally breathing in molecules right now, atoms and particles that belong to Leonardo da Vinci. I'm breathing in molecules that had consisted of Jesus Christ at one time. Literally breathing in Jesus. And that's not even just the energy that held those molecules together, that held those particles to dance within a particular pattern, to form a particular atom, that formed those molecules and cells. What was that energy? Prana in the yogic tradition. All of that is still here. It's never gone. It's essence. It's who we are. It's the universe. It's absolute love. It's love that dances those particles together to form an atom. It's love that has those atoms make a molecule. Only love is real. This is from A Course in Miracles. Only love is real. Nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. If something changes, it was never real to begin with. By change, I don't mean have a different form. I mean become non-existent. Find something that is non-existent. You can't. You just find things that change form. All right, so get a heart emoji from Sheena. Thank you so much. Sheena says, nice. Dennis says, are you mentioning quantum entanglement? In a circular fashion, I am. Kathy says, take care, everyone. Kathy, I enjoyed your company tonight. Thank you. And let's just keep brainstorming and find out. For me, the big breakthrough on YouTube was just doing it and not worrying about the end result. So, all right, guys. With that, I'm going to say goodbye. I will see everyone tomorrow. If anyone's around at 5 a.m., we're going to do the 5 a.m. reading and then chat for like 20 minutes or so. Take care.